Welcome to Immunity Warriors by Sandeep Dangi. We are here with yet another episode on immunity.
Hello friends, under the currently raging global pandemic, many of you have heard about the phrase herd immunity. It is projected as the solution to the end of the pandemic. So let us understand what is herd immunity. Quite simply, when most of a population is immune to an infectious disease, this provides indirect protection or herd immunity to the rest of the population who are not immune to the disease. That is called herd immunity. For example, if 80% of a population is immune to a virus, 4 out of every 5 people who encounter someone with the disease won't get sick and won't spread the disease any further. In this way, the spread of infectious disease is kept under control. Depending upon how contagious an infection is, usually 70% to 90% of a population needs immunity to achieve herd immunity. How can a population acquire herd immunity? Herd immunity can be acquired through two ways: through direct infections and through vaccines. When sufficient number of people in a population are infected by a disease, they develop antibodies against the disease. This is a slow process and sometimes takes years before sufficient section of population has been infected to develop herd immunity. A much faster way to develop herd immunity is through vaccinations. Vaccinations also create antibodies. When mass vaccinations are done of a certain percentage of population, say 80%, the rest 20% are also now protected, as virus will get access to lesser number of carriers to jump from one person to another. Measles, mumps, polio, and chickenpox are examples of infectious diseases that were once very common but are now rare in the US because vaccines help to establish herd immunity. So what are the advantages of herd immunity? Herd immunity is great for containing the spread of any disease. It is especially good for those in the population who are having immune system problems like immunodeficiency or immunosuppression. It also helps in protecting the vulnerable without needing to vaccinate them. For example, if sufficient number of adults are vaccinated against a disease, the children and infants can automatically be protected from the disease without getting infected or vaccinated. Similarly, it protects the elderly people whose immunity has compromised due to their age and will not respond properly to a vaccine. Herd immunity helps in eradication of diseases. India has 2 success stories of herd immunity to share with the world: vaccinations for polio and for smallpox. Both the diseases primarily affected children and led to severe deformation for life. This was possible only to a grassroots level program which ensured maximum children and infants were covered by the vaccination trial. This experience is going to be really useful as and when the vaccine of coronavirus is launched in our country. So let us understand, is herd immunity always going to work? Sometimes it may not be useful enough. Yes, the reason is that viruses like those of the flu mutate over a period of time. So, antibodies from a previous infection or vaccine provide protection for only a short period of time. For the flu, this is less than a year. Since SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19, is like other coronaviruses that currently infect humans, we can expect that people who get infected will be immune for a few months or a year, but probably not for their entire lives. So this was a brief description about herd immunity and how it works in protecting the population. This is Sandeep Dangi, the author of Be an Immunity Warrior, signing off for now. Please protect yourself and stay safe. Thank you. Bye.